Hello and welcome, I'm rFactor, and today I'll be doing some multi-class racing. A degenerate sim racer once told me that Enduro content is best content, and that got me thinking. In my previous rFactor 2 Endurance Pack videos, I've raced the LMP2, I've raced all of the GTEs including the BMW, the Porsche and the Corvette, but I'm yet to try the LMP3 car. Let's fix that. This is the NORMA M30. It only weighs 900 kilograms, but comes with plenty of downforce and a Nissan engine in the back which produces in the region of 420 horsepower. What it doesn't come with, however, is traction control, ABS or adjustable fuel mixture settings, which means that this car is all about the pure driving experience. To get a proper feel for the car, I'll be doing an hour-long endurance race at a proper endurance circuit, Road Atlanta, home of the annual Petit Le Mans 24 Hours. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so here we are at Road Atlanta ahead of this 1 hour race against the AI. Now I'm starting in 7th position, which doesn't sound too bad, but considering there's only 7 cars in the class for this race, it's right at the back. Gotta be honest with you guys, practice wasn't great and qualifying wasn't great either. I feel like there is a bit more pace in the car, but maybe over the course of this race we can find that, we can get up to speed. But yeah, 7 LMP2s, 7 LMP3s, 16 GTE cars ready to go racing. Now the first thing that strikes me about this car, noticeably more so because I'm doing it in VR, is just the lack of space. It's just so cramped, so hemmed in this car, guys. The headrest is right there, there's just no space. But driving feel, it's amazing. Honestly, such a rewarding driving experience. Looking forward to it. Anyway, let's go racing.
Left side. Go, go, go.
Okay, here we go.
Still there.
We'll take it nice and easy going into the first corner. Can't win it on the first lap. Can definitely lose it. And I know I say that quite a lot in my videos, but nowhere is more apparent than an hour-long endurance race. Especially when I don't really have the pace. The objective today is just to stick with the train. See if we can stay in the fight for the LMP3s as we take a car for 6th position here.
Hold your line, right side's clear. On your right
Give him the
side.
space, he's going to come back on the inside.
Clear on the right.
Ooh, heavy on the brakes. Now the GTE cars, which you can see in the mirror right there, quite closely matched on pace today. Now they're not really fighting us for position because they're in a completely different class, but they will go for the move and they will slow us down and just, yeah, we don't want that. So we've really got to try and stay ahead of the GTEs, otherwise that's it. That really ruins our chance of a good race. Anyway, made it through the first lap in one piece. Nice and steady. Across the line. No positions gained, but no positions lost. And hopefully over the course of the race I can start to settle into the car and get used to the feel, just dial it in a little bit more. Find a bit more speed. By my calculations, which I'm not entirely convinced of by the way, just a quick disclaimer in case it does happen to come true during the end of the race, I think we can make it on one tank of fuel. Just worked it out from the average fuel consumption during qualifying, just extrapolated that for the distance of the race. Should be able to make it on one tank. Not too sure about the tyres. And whenever I've done multi-class races in rFactor 2 before, driving the GTEs of course, it always seems that the LMP2s and LMP3s do make pit stops, so I'm a little bit concerned about the accuracy of my calculations. Anyway, fingers crossed, I guess we'll find out in the next hour. Yeah, that's a couple of laps down.
last lap was a 119.81. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
We're not losing touch with the cars ahead too much. This is all we can ask for, really. Just want to keep it nice and steady, no mistakes, and let the race come to us. And of course, now said that, I'm going to go and put it in the wall at the next available opportunity. Just gave myself the commentator's curse. That's how these things work, of course. But we've dropped the GTEs, which is good. Not really behind us in the mirrors anymore, so that takes the pressure off. And obviously when you're in last position in a race, the only way you can go is forwards. Oh, bit of a slide on the rear then. Constantly reminding me of the fact that these cars don't have traction control. Got to be very gentle with the accelerator at low speeds, very gentle with the brakes at high speeds. So they're starting to go side by side ahead of us, which should slow them down. It looks like the leaders aren't getting away too much.
That lap time was 119.56. That's your best lap in the session. Sector 2 is 0.29 off the pace.
Seem to have good pace through the first sector. These S's are just fantastic. Such a great circuit. Although going through the S's in close proximity to the car ahead of us does remind me of one of the things I'm not really used to dealing with. Aero push. Because these cars are quite reliant on downforce. When you do follow a car quite closely, you start to lose the front grip in the car. The aerodynamics just aren't pushing the car into the ground as much as they should be. Although you do get a nice toe on the straights. Harms you in the corners. Anyway, side by side going into the chicane.
He's still there.
Gonna try and get him around the outside of the first half. Keep him on the apex for the second half. Got him! Nicely done, if I say so myself. That's the first overtake of the race.
So Jackson ahead is now 1.7 seconds. The lap time was 120.41. P6, the gap behind is now 0.31.
Although it's going to be all over us now. Oh, too wide. Car just understood clean off the side of the road there. Although that was a little bit better. Go too wide on those curbs though, you will just lose traction and spin the car. Speaking from experience in the practice sessions, of course. But in general, this car doesn't seem to like curbs at all. Just throws the balance off massively, so you've got to really respect the track limits around here. How's my fuel?
We estimate 60 minutes of fuel remaining, 2 litres per lap.
Cool, should be good on fuel. Now if we did have to start fuel saving, obviously there's no traction control, there's no ABS, but there's also no fuel mixture settings. So if we did have to start fuel saving, be proper endurance style lift and coast.
This is okay. Keep those exit speeds up. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Gap to Jackson ahead is now 2.2 seconds. P3's binned it. The gap behind is now 0.7. Sector 1 is yellow. Your last lap time was a 119.21. I think P5's gone off. Green flag Sector 1. That's your fastest lap.
Okay, well there's another freebie. Saw some gravel kicked up ahead of us and we're now up to P5. Oh, nope, too wide. Check the mirrors.
Damn, track limits, come on.
Oh, we managed to get away with it. In so much that we didn't lose the spot, but we did lose quite a lot of pace, quite a lot of gap, sorry. Consistently running wide in that corner. And again, struggling with the power. P6 is all over the back of us again now, putting the pressure on. I'm not sure whether to take first or second gear through that right-hander leading onto the straight. First seems to struggle with traction, second seems to bog down. It's right in between gears, which is slightly awkward. Anyway, let's focus on the track ahead instead of focusing on what has happened. We got pressure from behind.
The gap to Jackson in front is now 3.4 seconds. That lap was at 1:20.68. We like this. Keep doing it. E5. The gap behind is now 0.41.
Thank you, Mr. Spotter, for the words of encouragement there. I like you too. Okay, that was a bit better that time, didn't go wide. I'm going to try first. See if that helps with the pull onto the back straight. It certainly helped with the rotation in the car. Obviously the fuel's going to start coming down. The car is going to get a little bit more lively. But at the same time the tyres are going to go.
Gap to Jackson ahead is now 3.8. The lap time was at 1:19.18. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Oh, too wide.
The gap behind is now 0.6.
But yeah, like I was saying before the start-finish line, guys, the fuel's coming down, the tyres are wearing out. It's going to be a whole new experience for me. I've never tried the car in these conditions. Done a handful of laps in practice in the qualifying session, and that is it. So I've got no idea how this LMP3 NORMA M30 car is going to handle. To be honest with you, I'm loving it. Let's try second gear this time. Better. I just can't make my mind up. First or second. Any pro racers out there watching? Let me know in the comments, what's the best way to do it? If there's any pro racers out there watching, then, well, massive thank you for watching.
Sector 2 is clear.
But anybody who's watching, massive thank you. Really appreciate your support, guys. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to leave me a like and a comment, and yeah, subscribe to the channel.
In front is now 4.4. That lap time was 1:19.37. The gap behind is now 0.41.
You'll have noticed along at the bottom of the screen, I've added a new bar where you can keep track of the subscribers. So if you decide to subscribe after watching this video, then make sure you check back on the next video. See your name on the bottom of the screen. Just my way of saying thank you and giving back to the people who support me. It means so much, guys. Anyway, less promo talk, more concentration. You may not be able to see it with the ridiculous sticker on my Oculus Rift headset, but I do have my concentration face on right now. The pressure from behind is starting to build. I'm losing touch with the car ahead of us, so unless the tyres start going off, I'm going to have to pick up some pace from somewhere. I'm usually used to moving forwards in these races, not having to fight off from behind. But this is a new experience again.
The gap to Jackson ahead is now 4.8. You've just done a 1:19.65. The gap behind is now 0.31.
Oh, bit of a wiggle there. The car is just feeling so much better though. Don't know whether it's starting to grip up more, there's more rubber going down on the track, or whether I'm just getting used to it. But it just feels, yeah, it's starting to come towards me a bit, guys. As soon as I say that, I immediately run wide off the side of the track. Oh, he's closing behind. Oh, he's got the run on us. I have to think about going defensive. See him in the mirrors, I'm going to go defensive.
Alright, you are clear on the right.
Hold him on the brakes, but that compromises our exit. It's right with me now.
The gap to Jackson in front is now 5.6. Well, that was at 119.54. The gap behind is now 0.21.
Ah, not good through that corner. Oh, the loose is getting a bit rear. Don't know whether I've started to overheat the rear tyres or what. But I take back everything I said about the car feeling good. Over the course of the last lap, it's changed completely. Struggling for rear grip. And I'm sure before not too long, the LMP2 cars are going to start to come through the field and lap us. Which is going to add another dimension to the race completely, dealing with traffic in a car that doesn't have great rear visibility, if I'm being honest with you. The mirrors, well, yeah, the mirrors are useless.
Okay, Dan, don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. The gap to Jackson ahead is now 5.3 seconds. Your lap time was 119.04. That's your quickest lap in this session. The gap behind is now 0.5.
Okay, so Spotter tells me not to worry about lap times. Immediately tells me I've just set my fastest lap of the race. Logic. That fastest lap also being when I was complaining about the handling of the car. Pro racer tips right here, guys. Whoa! Not sure how I got away with that then. Going full Dorifto around the last corner. Not the last corner. Corner onto the straight. See, I can't even concentrate. So although the positions may be pretty steady at the moment, the race is developing nicely. Looks like there's a train of cars ahead of us, so maybe P4 is struggling.
The gap to Jackson ahead is now 5.1. Your last lap time was at 119.03. That's your best lap in this session. The gap behind is now 0.41.
So I'm definitely starting to find some pace from somewhere, because I'm setting fastest laps. Well, personal best laps, and holding the gap to the cars ahead as well. Which is nice. Bit more improvement, we'll be catching them. But yeah, I could definitely see a train forming ahead of us. Maybe they're fighting. Definitely feeling the rear of the car start to go now though. How's my tyres?
You're breaking up, say again please.
Come on, Spotter. How are my tyres?
Caught by the LMP2 cars. Tyre rail looks fine, mate.
Okay, so as predicted, here come the LMP2s to lap us for the first time. Let's keep an eye on the mirrors.
Blue flag.
Blue flags. Get me on the straight.
The gap to Jackson ahead is now
Come on, mate.
5.0 seconds.
Car right side's clear.
The gap behind is now 1.9.
That's an awkward time to pass.
19.00. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
We'll take the inside.
Right side.
Come on, mate.
There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position.
Oh, he spun.
Clear on the right.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
LMP2 spun.
P3 has gone off.
I gave him plenty of space. He just did it all by himself.
Sector 1 is clear. Blue flag.
There's someone else behind us now. I don't want to really mess up the fight, but oh, I need to get a good run. Oh, let him get past us on the straight. Come on, mate.
All right. Right side's clear.
And the other one.
It's got on your right.
Car behind's a faster class.
There we go.
Clear right.
Looks like the car behind us has dropped it somewhere. Lost.
Blue flag.
So I should say gained some time on P6.
He's on your left. Left side's clear.
Whoa! Bit of a lock up on the fronts then. Worried I was going to go into the back of that guy. That wouldn't have been very good. Major no-no to take out the other class cars in a multi-class race.
Now 6.8 seconds. That last lap was at 22.11. Blue flag. The gap behind is now 0.9. Sector 1 is 1.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Right side's clear.
Okay, so there we go. Looks like the LMP2s have got past us.
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Lost a bit of time.
Looks like the leader's gone off.
And that car is right behind us. P6 is back on our tail again. Hopefully the LMP2s mess up the cars ahead of us though. Bring them back towards us and bring the gap back to about 5 seconds.
Watch those track limits. Green flag, Sector 2.
To be fair, I had nowhere to go, Mr. Spotter. There's a car sideways on the track in front of me. I ain't gonna go into the side of him just to stop going over track limits, that's for sure. I presume that was LMP2. I'll check as we go over the line if we're still in P5. Oh, I think I may have flat spotted one of the tyres.
Behind you. They're racing for position.
There's definitely a vibration in the steering wheel now. It's going to stick with us for the rest of the race unless we make a pit stop.
So Jackson in front is now 2.1. That lap time was 121.78. Blue flag. Well done, Dan. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P4. The gap behind is now 3.3 seconds.
Clear left. Guy on your left. You're clear on the left.
Major wiggle. It's lost the grip going through T1 then. And had traffic coming up at the same time as well. Have to cool it for a few corners. Let the rear tyres come back down to temperature again. I'm sure they'll be running hot now with all that sliding around. What's my position?
P4.
So there must have been a freebie in there somewhere, up to P4. Now, it may seem a little bit stupid why I'm asking what my position is when it's quite clearly on the screen. You can see all the standings, but I don't see those overlays that you see when I'm racing in the game. When I'm in the VR headset, I don't get that positional information.
Jackson ahead is now 7.1 seconds. That was 121.03. The gap behind is now 1.2 seconds.
All of that info you see, timing information, positional information, all the telemetry, that is, it's an overlay in my recording software, OBS. So when I'm racing in VR, in the Oculus Rift headset, I've literally just got my spotter and the in-game footage to rely on. So yeah, it may seem a bit daft why I'm asking what position I'm in, but yeah, it's because I don't have that info. So you probably, moments of obvious pain, you're screaming out at the screen going, Dan, why can't you tell? It's just because I can't. Simple as that, guys. I'm trying to work out a way to get some information on screen while I'm racing, but to be honest with you, I don't mind. Just pure driving.
Looks like P6 has binned it.
So one of the LMP2s by the side of the road there, going into the barrier rather awkwardly. Sadly not for position.
The gap to Jackson in front is now 6.0 seconds. Sector 3 is clear. The gap behind is now 0.9. That was a 119.36.
Okay, the gap to the car ahead is back down to 6 seconds. All the traffic has settled down. Just need to get back to putting some clean, consistent laps in. And who knows, might be able to close that gap back up again. We're definitely dropping the car behind us. Getting into a nice rhythm on this track now. So much fun to drive. It really is, guys. I've got no idea why I didn't try the LMP3 NORMA any sooner than this. This Studio 397 really have outdone themselves, you know, with this endurance pack. I always say that each car when I drive it is my new favourite to drive, but well, surely that just says they're all good. Every single one I try is my favourite, then just they must be good, eh? To have that impression. Too wide.
Ahead is now 6.4. You've just done a 119.42. The gap behind is now 0.9.
I missed the apex completely there. Hopefully it didn't cost me too much speed though. Session update.
35 minutes to go. P4. The gap in front is now 6.7.
Bit loose on the rear again.
Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag sector 3.
Here comes one of the LMP2s to lappers.
On your right. Clear right.
Easy done. Perfect time on the straights. Definitely a vibration in the steering wheel though. That flat spot on the tyres, it's just getting worse. We're not even halfway through the race yet.
The gap to Jackson ahead is now 6.8 seconds. You've just done a 119.20. Sector 2 is yellow. The gap behind is now 1.1.
Whoa.
Green flag sector 2. I think P2's binned it.
If I get a chance to come in for a pit stop at some point during this race, I'm taking it. What I would do for a fresh set of tyres right now. Just been driving a little bit too hard. And obviously avoiding action as well. Now if I was driving a GT3 car with ABS, wouldn't have to worry about this. But this is just part of the fun, part of the experience. You really have to use your skill to drive these cars.
Jackson in front is now 6.7 seconds. That was a 119.16. Sector 1 is 0.32 off the pace. The gap behind is now 1.6 seconds. Yellow flag, watch out.
So the gap's the same, pretty
Sector 1
steady.
is clear. Looks like P6 has binned it.
Whoa. Car had a nice tendency to break loose at the rear if you push it just a little bit too hard. You gotta be careful not to go over the limit. It's so easy though. But it's not impossible to save.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
It's not like as soon as you go over the limit and lose the grip in the car, that's it, you're done. There is a small chance of saving it, you just gotta just be careful, really. Missing apexes left, right and centre at the moment. But
Yellow flag, sector 1.
just focus, really. Just concentrate.
The gap to Jackson ahead is now 4.1. Green flag, sector 1. The gap behind is now 1.6. You've just done a 119.01. Lap times are pretty consistent.
So it made up a couple of seconds on the car ahead on that lap. Must have made a mistake.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
I'll take it.
Looks like the leader's gone off.
Whoa! No!
Sector 1 is clear. The bodywork's in pretty bad shape. We might need to fix that.
Clear on the right.
Oh, you're kidding me. Well, first of all, I'm surprised that the car still drives. Oh, I was going to try and go around into the left. Just didn't work.
Right side's clear.
Oh, just couldn't react fast enough. Okay, well,
Okay, pit stop requested.
I think it's time for pits.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. We think that Alex spinned it.
The car is
The car behind. He's on our lap. We're not going to get a blue flag.
struggling. The car is struggling.
Sector 1 is yellow. Watch your speed. Green flag, sector 2. I think P5 has gone off. The pit crew's ready.
Let's have a look. I don't want to put some more fuel in. Let's take the fuel out. I do want to repair the damage though.
Okay, Dan, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
Okay, here we go. New tyres.
Hold up, go.
Seems like a bit of a cheaty way to do it, but hey, there we go. I came in, got the damage fixed, got some new tyres in the process. I'm sure if that was if that was real life, we would be DNFing right now. But hey,
There's traffic behind. Keep your wits about you. Blue flag. Sector 1 is clear. Take it easy. You've got cold tyres. It looks like Donat has gone off. Slower car ahead. We're racing this guy for position. Don't expect a blue flag.
yeah, car doesn't feel 100%. I'm not sure if the damage has actually been repaired, to be honest, guys. It's a pretty heavy hit. Just had nowhere to go. I mean, obviously in hindsight, could have gone anywhere. No, I think the damage is good. I think the damage is good.
Left side. Left side's clear.
Maybe the tyres are just cold. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Damage limitation now. Let's see what we can do. I mean, I wasn't expecting to finish that high anyway, but we're definitely at the back now.
Slower cars ahead. These guys are scrapping for position. They might not see you.
Obviously what this does now, this puts us back into the clutches of the GTEs.
You're last.
We're going to have to fight for position. Taking into account the fact that they brake a lot earlier than I do. This could be tricky. On paper, it's not much of a fight. There's a few seconds difference in it. Oh! Suffering with a tiny bit of in-game stuttering there, guys. Not sure if that's coming across in the video if it is on the headset, but cars ahead of me are jumping around a bit, as if it's lag.
Car left.
There we go.
Clear on the left.
Nice opportunistic move down the inside. Although he's going to have the slipstream now. Corvette power. He's going to try and get me back. Not exactly the kind of battle I was expecting to have today. Let's move to the inside and go defensive.
Right side. Clear right.
There we go. Got him. Onwards and upwards.
That lap was a 121.52.
It's all about setting fast laps now, guys, and hoping that the cars ahead of us in the LMP3 class do decide to make a pit stop. Because to be honest, I haven't lost too much time if they do. And obviously there was the damage. Oh, too wide. Obviously there was the damage, but no fuel, just tyres. And they'll have to stop for tyres as well. So who knows? Could come back into contention towards the end of this race. If you're still sticking with me right now, still watching this race, I'd love to know your thoughts on that. What would you have done any differently? Would you have gone to the left, to the right? I mean, I don't know. If I'd have slammed on the brakes, I would have definitely had to come into the pits anyway, because I would have absolutely ruined the tyres. So, just one of those situations in racing, unfortunately.
21.07.
Just one of those situations, can't be helped. Need to get back to the 1 minute 19s instead of the 1 minute 21s. Closing up nicely to the car ahead of us, this GTE now. What's my position?
You're running last.
A P7 out of 7 LMP3 cars. Unfortunately, the spotter doesn't give me my overall position in the race, which would be kind of nice to know, I guess. Oh, no.
Blue flag. That was a 119.67.
Alright, right side's clear.
Oh, if it wasn't for that running wide at the last corner, that would have been a good lap. So the LMP2 gets past us, and now we're right back on the rear of the GTE Corvette ahead of us. Need to get past this guy. Gap to the car ahead.
P5, 46 seconds ahead.
So we're not going to make that gap up by ourselves. Like I said before, we just got to hope that they come in for a pit stop. Session update.
23 minutes remaining as last.
Really need to get past this guy. He's holding us up now in the corners. Not on the straights, definitely in the corners. See, we just got so much more grip, especially in the high speed stuff. I just can't use that speed. There's a big Corvette in the way.
That lap was a 120.53.
Oh, it's making me nervous. Whoa! It's going to come just cut back across me. Not that I had much of an overlap there. It's very much entitled to do that. It's just costing us even more time. go down to first, get the drive coming onto the straight. Oh, it didn't really help me too much. Corvette's just got the legs. Maybe second gear is the way to go. Just use the torque of the lower revs instead of trying to change it down. Well, it's very possible we got damage as well. It's losing us some top speed on the straights. The car doesn't seem to be handling too terribly. I'm just very grateful because if that was the real world, we'd be out of the race right now.
Was 120.93.
Guy on your right. He's still there. Hold your line, clear on the right.
Whew. Bit of a cheeky move around the outside there. And by cheeky, I mean there's a little bit of side-to-side contact. Hey, got the job done. And the car's already damaged, so no big loss. Really needed to get past that GTE to go for the dive. In a bit of an unconventional place, but hey, it worked. Okay, time to get the head down and focus. We need to start putting some good times in now. We're not going to catch the guys ahead just for pride more than anything else.
Blue flag. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Car on your right, right side's clear.
When you can get me on the straights.
P3's gone off. That last lap was a 120.36.
On your right.
Green flag Sector 1.
Clear on the right.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Alright Dan, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. That's 20 minutes to go.
Okay, so 2/3 of the way down. Only 20 minutes left to go. I hope you guys are enjoying the race so far. If you are, you know the drill. Don't forget to like and comment. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. Got some very exciting ideas for videos coming up on this channel in the very near future. Obviously I don't want to share too much at the moment, but you'll see very soon. Hopefully I can get some better results than this. But all I'm going to say, without giving too much away, giving you too many spoilers.
There's a car leaving the pit lane.
4 words.
Your lap time was 120.50.
Online racing, live streaming. I'm very excited to start doing some of that. All will become clear very soon.
Yellow flag, watch out. Looks like the leader's gone off.
Is that for position?
Green flag Sector 1. Slower car ahead. This guy's on our lap. He won't get a blue flag. He's racing us for position.
That's what I want to hear. I signed up for a race. But it's GT by the looks of things, not an LMP3. Gap to the car ahead.
Speak more clearly, I can't hear you.
Gap to the car ahead.
No, I didn't catch that. The class leader from a faster class is behind. That lap time was 119.55. Sector 2 is 0.41 off the pace.
Such a bad time to be caught by traffic in the S's. Go on, take it, mate. Take it.
There's a car right. Right side's clear.
It's one of the bad things about AI, is they don't have that awareness of just waiting for a safe spot to overtake. They'll go for it regardless.
There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Let's try with Mr. Spotter again.
It looks like Isaac has spun off.
Gap to the car ahead.
P5, 48 seconds ahead. Sector 2 is clear.
Okay, so still in the same position. P6 actually, someone must have retired. The gap's staying relatively constant as well, so I don't think they're going to make pit stops. Unless it's right at the end they start running out of fuel. I don't think we're going to make any more up. So let's just focus on these GTEs. Let's make it a race.
Last lap time was at 120.31. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.35 off the pace. You're 0.2 off the pace in sector 3.
Definitely starting to get more grip now that the rubber's going down on the track. The weight's coming down in the car as well. And we've got those fresh tyres. Let's try them on the inside.
On your left.
It's cheeky.
You are clear on the left. There's a guy on your left.
Lock it down to first, get the traction, get the car to turn in.
Left side's clear.
Oh, it was a bit cheeky. Could have really given him a little bit more space there. Yeah, I suppose you guys can't really see, but I have had to turn on a virtual mirror just to get a little bit more
Yellow flag in sector 1.
positional awareness in this car, because there's no center screen, no center mirror, no center facing display.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
Two tiny mirrors out on the side of the car, which are way out of the field of view.
That lap was at 120.04. Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace. It's a faster car approaching, slower car ahead. This guy's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag. Blue flag.
Bit heavy on the brakes there. Got caught in the S's again. Go on, mate.
Car on your right. You are clear on the right.
Such a bad time to get caught by traffic. Lost so much time there. All I want to do is set some clean laps. Do some fast lap times. Seems either with
There's a group of slower cars ahead.
the slow cars ahead of us or the fast cars behind us. We just can't seem to get some clean times in at the moment. Not much time left in the race either. Only about 10-15 minutes now.
Sector 1 is clear.
There's a nice little gaggle ahead of us though, GTEs. Should be nice and fun to watch into the race. Although I do kind of feel like the bully.
That lap time was 121.08.
You know, the big kid in the playground, playing with all the smaller kids, stealing the lunch money. Kind of has that feel about it really. It's not a straight fight. Should really be picking on someone my own size. Unfortunately, we T-boned someone
Sector 1. Sector 1 is
and
yellow.
had to come in and pit for repairs.
P3 has gone off.
It seems like the LMP2s are really struggling with this track here. There's lots of spins.
Sector 1 is clear.
All I can hope for is some more freebies.
There's some faster cars approaching. They're fighting for position.
Some
Slower
more
car ahead.
LMP2s coming up behind us.
It's racing us for position.
On your left.
Blue flag.
Left side's clear. There's a car on your left. Clear left.
Gonna let them carry on the fight. Big wiggle.
just done a 22.49.
Getting out the brakes way early there. The car ahead of us is just, yeah, braking much earlier than this car is capable of. I don't really trust him.
There's a faster class car approaching. Slower car ahead. This guy's racing us for position. He won't get a blue flag.
Oh, I just want to put some clean laps in. Come on. Give him the position.
Right side. Clear right.
Nope. We're actually losing time to the GTE behind us. Surely not. Surely not.
All right. Still there.
Nah, come on, mate.
Still there. Clear right.
Well, there you go. Fair and square. Got had by a Porsche GTE. That's a bit humiliating.
That lap was at 22.38. You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
I'm like 3 seconds off the pace of what I could be doing. But I'm struggling to get past them. I've got a much faster car, but I just can't find a way. Okay, here we go. Good run. Gonna have to try a cheeky dive bomb perhaps. Into the slow right-hander here.
Car left. Still there. Still
No!
there.
Porsche's just got the speed.
We're looking alright here. Keep your concentration nice and smooth. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
Just can't keep the position. Oop. Don't want to go wide.
Your lap time was 21.11. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Just look how much time we make up in turn 1. No, that's never going to happen. Need to be clever about trying to get past them. Use our speed to our advantage. There we go. Light on the brakes.
On your left.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Clear on the left.
We think that Isaac has binned it. Green
Got
flag
him.
Sector 3.
Gonna have to go defensive. Block him off. He's not gonna like that, but tough luck. As long as he doesn't get the run, we should be able to hold him on the brakes.
Left side. He's still there. Clear on the left.
Got him. Oh. Right, here we go. As long as there's no LMP2's going to come past us,
Last lap time was at 121.
should have a clear run now. Let's put some solid time in. Oh, just understeer. Could we get any closer?
Slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you.
Left side there's a car.
Cheeky.
Hold your line. Clear on the left.
Oh, yep. There we go. There's another position. That's definitely one of my favourite spots to overtake. Keep eye on the mirrors. Make sure he goes to the right and we can hold him on the apex on the brakes.
You're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting, they might not notice you.
You don't say, Mr. Spotter.
Last lap was at 1:20.62. Your lap times are improving. This is exactly what we need.
Car left. He's still there. Left side's clear. Car on your left. Left side's clear.
There we go. Getting the hang of this now. I think we got another victim in our sights. Let's do our favourite move.
Car on your left side.
He's going to fight back though.
Left side's clear. Car on your left. Clear left.
Ah, a big wiggle on the rear just for good measure. Got him. Oh, finally got some clear track. I'd be lying if I said that wasn't quite stressful, guys.
Blue flag.
Go on.
Car on your left side. You're clear on the left.
Go on, Mr. LMP2. Get on with your race. I got some fast laps to set.
The lap time was at 1:21.74.
So much more grip than compared to at the start of the race. Oh, too much curb.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
Okay, so only a handful of laps left to go now. We're not going to catch the cars ahead of us. We're safe from the cars behind. So my objective is just to set my fastest lap of the race in the last 5 minutes now. Obviously, if this was the Formula 1 World Championship, I'd be getting an extra point for that. But this is all virtual, it's all make-believe. It's not even part of a championship, it's just a standalone race. No points, just pride.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay, so it's not going to be that lap was my fastest. Let's try now.
That lap was at 1:18.90. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Green flag sector 1.
Oh well, prove me wrong. That was my fastest. Obviously didn't realise how fast I could go. I know I can go much faster than that. If we put a clean lap together, I could maybe get into the 1:17s. Wouldn't that be something? Let's give it a go, guys. Yeah, it's coming up to the end of this hour-long race, and I'm pretty sad. I just want to keep on driving. I know there's no purpose, really. I'm not going to catch anybody. But I just want to keep on driving. It's just so much fun. I guess that's the whole point of it, really. It doesn't matter about the result. After all, it's only a game. It's all for enjoyment. And if you're having fun, isn't that the whole point? You just drive a car, it puts a big smile on your face.
Okay, Dan, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. You've just done a 1:19.19.
That's the whole point, it's just to have a big smile on your face. At the end of the race, just had a good time. I must admit, this LMP3 is one hell of a good time. I think Road Atlanta might have a little something to do with it though, as well though. It's not exactly a bad circuit to go driving around. Great combination. Oh, too wide.
Right side's clear.
Ah, well.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. That's 2 minutes left.
We weren't going to make it on that lap anyway. But maybe 1-2 laps left to go now. Whew. It's very physical driving. Whoa! Yep. The rears are hot. Rear tyres are hot. Okay, let's concentrate.
You've just done a 121.54. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Jackson is now in the lead. Flag Sector 2.
Not again. That's not going to happen twice in the race. I'm not going to T-bone the same car twice in a race. Well, I know there's yellow flags, but just don't expect to see someone parked on the racing line. That felt like a really good lap as well up to that point. Not quite sure if this is the last lap or not. I don't think so. If this isn't the last lap, the next lap definitely will be. Okay, come on, Mr. LMP2.
That lap time was 121.62.
Clear on the right.
Last lap, guys. Let's give it an all or nothing. Let's do a Sebastian Vettel Red Bull special. Set fastest lap on the last lap of the race. Just going to be quiet and let you guys enjoy the sounds of the car.
Yellow flag Sector 2. Looks like P2's off.
Is that somebody running out of fuel? It's a GTE car. What's my position?
That's last. Sector 2 is clear.
Okay. We made it. 1 hour at Road Atlanta.
6th place. Okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done.
And I think I did set my fastest lap on the last lap of the race as well. Whoa. Okay, so there we go, guys. 60-minute race at Road Atlanta. I'm a little bit exhausted after that. Driving this NORMA LMP3 car is very, very physical. No traction control, no ABS, all down to the driver's skill. Not exactly the result I was after, finishing last, but to be honest, when you T-bone a car coming over a blind crest, what more can you expect from the race, really, I guess? We did okay to make a salvage drive, set fastest lap on the last lap of the race, which I'm kind of happy with. But yeah, great car to drive, great circuit, great combination. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope you guys did as well. You know the drill. Don't forget to like and comment if you did enjoy the video. Let me know your thoughts. If it's the first time you've seen all the new overlays on the screen, let me know your thoughts on that. Dead keen to find out. Any feedback, any recommendations, any suggestions for tracks, cars, anything, I'll give it a go. I have actually downloaded the rFactor pack, however you pronounce it. So there's a whole heap of new cars and tracks to try out with that, which I will be doing over the course of my next few videos. But yeah, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.